Hi, thanks for joining me for this full body yoga flow. Throughout this, I'll be guiding you through different asanas. We'll do some sun salutations and we'll end it with a little bit of guided breathing to close the practice. So whenever you're ready to get started, let's find a comfortable seated posture and we'll go ahead and get started. When you found a comfortable seated posture, whether that be Siddhasana, like I'm seated, or Virasana, which is on your knees, sitting on your feet, go ahead and put your palms beside you on the mat, and we're going to do a seated twist. So with your right hand, we are going to grab the opposite knee and pull our shoulder back, opening our chest to the side wall, not putting too much weight in the back hand, just letting our abdomen help support our twist. And inhale here, elongating the spine. Exhale, maybe turn a little bit further. Bring your chest closer to the back, maybe turning your head over your shoulder, and exhale back to center. Go ahead and take your left hand now to the opposite knee and do the same twist to your right side. Pulling your left shoulder back, opening towards the side wall, maybe turning your head over your shoulder towards the back wall, and breathe here deeply to extend and elongate your spine. Exhale, sinking into the twist. Inhale back to center, and do this one more time at your own pace with your own breath. Twisting to one side, maybe opening the palm to see how much you can use your abdomen to move you through this twist. And on the inhale, coming back to center, exhaling at your own pace to your right side to twist open. And exhale back to center. So we're going to do that same twist with our arms up, extending the spine. Bring your arms up to the sky, and you want to make sure that you're keeping the upper part of your chest still tucked in, bringing the ribs in together, but drawing up through the core, making sure your sit bones are on the ground, and twisting to the left side. Give yourself a nice twist, drawing the right shoulder forward, and exhale back to center. Take a deep inhale here, and exhale, twist to your right. Keeping your arms long, keeping your spine long. Exhaling, letting it help you draw the twist further. You can inhale back to center. One more, just like that on either side, twisting with your inhale, helping you pull to the side, and exhale to deepen the twist. Inhaling to center, and exhaling to your opposite side. Bring awareness to your arms, your fingertips, your sit bones, and coming back to center. Rest your palms down and just take one deep breath here. When you're ready, bring your palms behind your back, clasping your hands. So they're going to be fingers clasped behind your back. And once your hands are clasped on your back, go ahead and stretch your palms back down towards the ground and your neck up, opening the chest and drawing your fist to your left side, drawing your ear down to your left shoulder if that's comfortable for you today. And just breathing here for 2 full cycles of breath. Maybe closing your eyes, really letting yourself feel the breath traveling through, opening up those tense spots you have, and then exhaling, all that tension out and away. On the next inhale, you can draw back through center, maybe stretch your shoulders back again. And exhale, drawing your fist to your right hip behind you now. Drawing the right ear down to the shoulder and letting that stretch just naturally happen in this passive neck motion. Just breathing here for 2 deep cycles of breath. When you're done with that last exhale, you can inhale, giving yourself one more stretch in the center, and then we're gonna make our way to our backs. We're gonna do a little bit of some compression, some stretching, and a little bit of an ab work before we get into our flows. So however you make your way to your back is absolutely fine. On your next inhale, draw your knee to your chest, your right knee to your chest, and with your palms and your fingers interlaced, hook them on top of your shin, right below your knee, and on the next exhale, pull down on that knee, drawing it past the ribs a bit and down towards the shoulder on the exhale. Letting your feet be relaxed, your left leg laying long. And inhale deeply, keeping your right knee and leg in the same exact place, tight to the body. And on your next exhale, go ahead and pull the knee closer to the shoulder. Feeling the compression in your hip. This is great for digestion, helps to boost your metabolism. We're working the ascending colon. And on your next exhale, draw your shoulders off of the ground, head closer to the knee, and point the right toe. Now point the left toe and slightly lift it off the ground about 2 or 3 inches. On your next inhale, you're going to draw your hands still interlaced onto the top of your thigh, and you're going to push your palms against your thigh and your thigh against your palms. Holding here for 3 deep inhales and exhales, drawing your shoulders more off the mat with every breath you have. And then release that. You might feel your body shaking like mine was. If so, that's great. That means your body is working. Do a little stretch. Give yourself a moment to recuperate from that. And then when you're ready in your next inhale, you're going to draw your left knee in, interlacing the fingers, taking hold of your shin right below the kneecap. And on your next exhale, draw that leg in past the rib cage slightly and towards your shoulder. Be mindful of your arms, keeping your elbows close to your body and just pulling the leg down, feeling the compression. And inhale, keep your leg exactly where it is, relaxing the right leg on the mat. And exhale, draw the left leg closer to your body. Feeling tighter compression, working the descending colon on this side. And on your next inhale, we're going to work the shoulders up off the ground. We're going to take that same ab curl on this side, lifting the right toes, lifting the shoulders, pointing the right toes, pointing the left toes, and bring your palms interlaced onto your thigh. Give yourself 3 deep breaths here of pushing your palms and your thigh against one another. Starting now. Maybe feeling that shake and just breathing through it. And exhaling everything down to the mat. taking a deep breath, maybe turning your head to one side, letting it rest there for a moment. Turning to your other side, just letting yourself relax. On your next inhale, we're just going to use one of our feet to flip over to our belly. We're going to do a little bit of some back strengthening just before we work into this flow. So bring your chin to the mat, and we're going to bring our palms under our shoulders. The fingertips are aligned with the shoulders. We want our toenails flat on the mat, and bring your shoulders in tight towards your body. We're going to move through one Bhujangasana, a baby cobra actually, which is just using the back muscles without our hands and lifting through the shoulders. You can do this by looking to the sky or just looking in front of your mat, keeping your neck long. And breathing through this with a deep inhale and exhale. Lift your cobra a little bit higher and exhale down to the mat. Bring your hands about 6 inches outside of your mat, forehead to the mat, and we're going to do an oscillating baby cobra now. So it's just going to be a fluid motion on the inhale, coming up through a cobra, and on the exhale, coming back down. Letting your back do all the work, putting little to no weight in the fingertips. So let's take 5 of these with 5 inhales and 5 exhales. That'll be 1. Let's do 4 more. Letting the inhale draw you up, helping your back muscles really pull your front body up and open. 1 more. And relax everything down to the mat for 1 full inhale and exhale. From here, bring your palms back under your shoulders, forehead to the mat. We're going to have a couple of options here. So you can push up into a full cobra, which is with straight arms and your thighs sit on the mat. Or we can push up into a full upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. So the first option will be a cobra, which is pushing, keeping the arms straight, trying to keep your back straight, looking forward with a long spine, long neck, but thighs are on the mat. Or we can push through upward facing dog, and if that's in your practice, go ahead and push up, because we are going to move back to our Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog after this. So from an upward facing dog, inhale, exhaling back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Just walk your dog out here. Let yourself feel all the things that you're feeling in your hamstrings. Maybe you're feeling tight in your shoulders. Just work those kinks out. Letting your neck be long and relaxed. And on the inhale, go ahead and walk your palms back to your feet. Inhale, lengthen your spine for a flat back. And exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Looking forward, keeping the neck long. And exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, bring your hands, palms together in front of your heart, and slowly roll up. Knees can be as bent as feels comfortable. Neck is the last thing to unroll. And then exhale, palms down by your side. Next, what we're gonna do is move through sun salutation. Specifically, we're gonna move through a modified traditional sun salutation. So this allows for more transitional poses with breaths linked to those postures. So we'll move through it slowly, and then we'll pick up the pace for a few cycles of our sun salutations to really build some heat. Then we'll work our way to the mat to cool it down. So we're going to be at the top of our mats here, or if you're not using a mat, you just want to be at the top of your space, because we're going to be moving backwards and falling back to the front of our mat. So you're going to exhale, palms to your chest. Inhale, arms up overhead, doing a slight back bend. And exhale, down to a forward fold. Uttanasana, really letting your head relax. Inhale to a flat back, and exhale, bring the right leg back, keeping the palms on the ground. Inhale, arms up overhead for a low lunge. Exhale, bring the palms back to the ground. Inhale, bring your left leg back for a plank. And exhale down for chaturanga, keeping the shoulders slightly above the elbows. Inhale, flip your feet down, bring your chest up and through for an upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And exhale, back, flipping the toes down for Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, draw your right foot up and back. And exhale, draw it through in between the palms, planting the knee down and keeping your palms on the ground. Inhale, bring your arms up for a low lunge, giving yourself a back bend. Exhale, palms back flat on the ground. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, bring your arms up and overhead, slight back bend. And exhale, hands to heart. Anjali Mudra. So we'll move through that a little bit faster on the opposite side and for a few more rounds to build some heat. So inhale, arms up, back bend. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, step the left foot back and the knee down, keeping palms flat on the ground. Inhale, bring your arms up for a low lunge. And exhale, bring the palms flat to the ground. Inhale, curl the left toes and bring the right foot back for a plank. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And remember to relax the neck and draw the hips up. Inhale, draw the left foot up and back. Exhale, that foot through to the ground, palms flat. Inhale, draw the arms up. And exhale, palms flat to the ground. Inhale, step your right foot up to your left, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up overhead and back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. And let's move through that on both sides one more time, a little bit faster. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step the right leg back and knee down. Inhale, arms up, slight back bend and low lunge. Exhale, palms to the ground. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Keep the spine long and the neck long, looking forward. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and back, and step the right leg through, bringing the knee down. Inhale, arms up, slight back bend in your low lunge. Exhale, palms to the ground. Inhale, step the left leg up to meet the right with a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead for a back bend. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, arms up, back bend. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step the left foot back, knee down, and your arms up for a low lunge. Exhale, palms to the ground. Step the right foot back on your inhale. Exhale through Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale the left foot up and back. Exhale, step the right foot through, and on the inhale, bring your arms up, low lunge. Exhale, palms to the ground. Inhale, half lift at the front of your mat. Exhale to a forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, hands at your heart. Awesome job. Definitely build some heat. So from there, we're gonna slow ourselves down a little bit here. You can come down into a yogi squat if you'd like, forward fold if you'd like, or just come right down. And bending your knees, coming high on your toes, curling the back with your head to your knees. And inhale up, looking up to the sky. Exhale, back down. Inhale, give yourself one more opportunity to look up and stretch your neck out. Awesome job. Stand on back up, and we're going to come back to the top of our mats to a forward fold. So bring your arms up overhead. You can do another back bend if you'd like, and bring your hands through heart center down to the ground for Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Go ahead and step your right foot back and your left foot back for a downward facing dog. And stretch it out. We're just here so we can move into our half pigeon on the right side. When you're ready, inhale your right foot up and exhale your right foot through, bringing your knee to your right leg and your foot to your left hand. Go ahead and scoot your left leg back and take a look over your left shoulder to make sure that your leg is going straight back behind you and not out to one side or the other. Inhale, opening your chest forward, looking up, and exhaling down onto the ground if you'd like. You can always stay up in your pigeon, or you can relax it and let it go. Really drawing your left hip down, drawing your right hip back, and bringing your third eye to the mat if that's comfortable for you. Just taking a few deep restorative breaths here. Feel free to take a bind, to take a twist if that's a part of your practice. We hold so much here, and whether or not you know, I'm sure you can feel all the tension that your hips can hold. So take one more breath in your pigeon, and on the exhale, work your way back up slowly onto your palms. And bring your left toes under, scooting your foot forward if you need to. planting the palms and slowly drawing your right foot up and back. Feel free to open your hip, bending your knee if you need to. You can flip your dog, you can stretch your leg out, and then meet us back in downward facing dog. And your next inhale, draw your left foot up and back, and slowly draw it through with your knee coming to your left arm, your foot coming to your right wrist. And then look over your shoulder again, making sure that your leg is going straight behind you, lifting your chest, opening, broadening your shoulders. And then whenever you're ready, you can work yourself down onto your mat or stay up, working your hips in this top part of your body, standing posture, while working your hips flat onto the ground. And take a few deep, intentional breaths here, focusing on where the air travels and how much travels. Trying to deepen your inhales and exhales on every breath that you take, feeling it really filling your belly, and then just letting it go, just the way that it came. Take one more deep inhale and exhale in your cobra. In your half pigeon, and work your way back up. When you're ready, you can scoot your toes of your right feet up to help you, planting your palms. Draw your left foot up and back to stretch out that hip, bending your knee. You can open up, all the same options, and then meet us in downward facing dog. You can stretch it out here because this will be the last dog of the practice. Work your way down to your knees and come on to your butts, and we're going to do a little bit of separate leg stretching. So if you want to go long on your mat, if you have space to stay the way we were on our mat, that's totally fine. And we're going to do head to knee pose. So if you want to pull in your left foot to your right thigh, keeping your right leg out long, we'll bring our arms up overhead, keeping our spine strong and long, not puffing our chest out too much, turning towards our right foot, and slowly coming down to put your hands next to your foot. You can grab the bottom of your foot if you'd like, but really trying to be intentional in keeping your right arm, keeping your left arm, the inside arm, down towards the ground and pulling your chest towards your leg. You can either keep your back straight, looking towards your foot, feeling more of a stretch in your hamstring, or you can curl the forehead down to the knee, feeling a stretch in your back as well as in your hamstring. Just relaxing here for 2 deep cycles of breath. Letting each inhale and exhale help you work into a more comfortable posture. Inhale your arms up overhead and exhale them down by your side. We can go ahead and switch our legs, putting the left leg out and pulling in the right foot to our thigh or wherever feels comfortable for you for this stretch. We're going to turn towards our left foot and bring our arms up overhead. And when you're ready on the exhale, go ahead and slowly lower down, grabbing or placing your hands wherever you would like. But you really want to use your abdomen to help pull you closer to your foot, not your arms. So these are there to support you and to help you with direction. really bringing that right arm down on the inside of your arm, wherever it may be, and either being intentional and keeping a straight back or folding your head forward to get a stretch in your back. The goal of these asana postures is really to find a comfortable moment in the posture. So the definition of asana, the translation there, better yet, can be translated into many different variations of the same meaning. And so you can go ahead and release that posture and meet me in Virasana on your knees. So the real purpose of the asanas and the translation, in my opinion, is finding a comfortable seat. And so that can be in any posture that you're working on, whether that's a head to knee posture or finding the most comfortable seat in your Shavasana, a corpse pose. And so whenever you're moving through your asana practice, I encourage you to keep that in mind, and that the goal is not to have your posture look like anybody else's, but yet to find your comfortable seat in that posture. So when you're ready, we can come to a seated, comfortable seated posture, either sitting in Virasana or how we started in Siddhasana. And we're just going to stretch out our neck and our shoulders. So bring your shoulders up to your ears on the inhale, and exhale your shoulders forward. Inhale your shoulders up, and exhale your shoulders down, back and together, and feel your shoulder blades moving on your back, not just up here on the knobs near your ears, but on your actual back. Feel the blades sliding down and together. So inhale up, drawing the shoulders apart, and then on the next inhale, bring the shoulders up and feel your blades of your shoulders moving down and back, keeping them down and together on that exhale. Inhaling your chin up, and then exhale your chin down to your chest. We can roll our neck here. If you have any neck pain, I would stop rolling here and just bring your neck back and down to your right side. Either that, or if you don't have any neck pain today, bring your neck all the way around, slowly feeling where you might need some extra attention and lingering there. Bringing your neck and head the other direction and taking extra time where you feel you need it. Let's do one more cycle, each direction, or as many times as you need. You can always continue on with this and meet us. When you're done with your last roll, come to your comfortable seat and find stillness while we take a couple deep guided breaths to help close this practice. From this comfortable seat, you can feel free to close your eyes, lay down if you don't want to stay seated, or keep your eyes open and focus on your drishti, whatever that spot of focus is for you, whether it be something physical or whether it be with your eyes closed and something in your mental capacity. But join me in a few deep, mindful breaths to close this practice. Focusing on not just the breath, but the empowerment of the breath. Talking about our asana practice is a great reminder of our own self-love. when we practice asana, it's truly for our own purpose. It's for our own bodies, our own mind, our own spirit. And so comparing yourself to others in this time of practice stops you from the true intention of your asana practice, which is the self, and connecting it with the mind. So as you move through life, through any future yoga practices, I encourage you to remember that every time you're mindful of your breath, I'm linking it to your body, that you are practicing yoga and that you are enough. And you don't need to compare yourself to anyone else's practice or to anyone else's characteristics, but instead look within and compare your own feelings, your own desires, your own motives to your own characteristics. And within that, you may find that you have everything you need right inside. Take a few deep, intentional breaths with all of these things in mind, with the self in mind, with love in mind, and with mindfulness. And just breathe here. On your next inhale, begin to open your eyes if they were closed, if they were open, bringing attention back to this moment and away from whatever it is that you made your temporary focus. Come back to this moment here and just be grateful for everything that you have right inside of you that made you capable to wake up this morning, to get on your mat, to move through any part of this practice. And keep all those things close with you. When you feel like you're struggling, when you feel like you need a reminder, look within and see all the amazing things that you're capable of just with this body and with this mind. And let that lift your spirit and bring you back to positivity. Thank you so much for joining me with your practice today, and I'll see you next time.